Hey there, and welcome back to another episode of Positive Charge. Now, in the previous episode, we looked at the development of the Earth's atmosphere over 4.6 billion years. We found that the gases had changed significantly in terms of content, percentages, and so on. In this episode, we're going to focus on two of those gases in particular, oxygen and carbon dioxide, two gases that are key in terms of life. To go into this in more detail, we're going to move across to the board. Over here, I've written down some information about carbon dioxide and oxygen and why their levels have changed so dramatically over the course of the last few billion years. If we start over here, we have algae, which 2.7 billion years ago was a simple organism that was able to photosynthesize. Over the course of many years, plants had since evolved and they perform the same role in terms of photosynthesis, and of course algae is still very much present today. Now, both of these organisms were able to perform photosynthesis, which is where carbon dioxide and water are taken in, glucose and oxygen are produced, and light is a key part of this reaction taking place. Light is needed for that reaction to happen. Now, this obviously contributed to carbon dioxide levels decreasing when enough of this was happening over time. Conversely, oxygen levels were also able to increase. This had an impact on organisms being able to evolve, so plants being formed, and of course animals being able to evolve as well once those oxygen levels were appropriate. To see some of this in action, let's move outside. So here we are, outdoors and surrounded by nature. Behind me I have a fern plant and a bamboo plant. Now in both cases they look relatively static, but in reality they are a hive of activity. Photosynthesis is taking place. They're taking in water from the roots, carbon dioxide from the surrounding air, and with a little help from the sunlight are producing glucose and oxygen. Now, photosynthesis was not the only reason why carbon dioxide levels were able to decline so dramatically over a long period of time. In a previous episode, we spoke about how carbon dioxide could dissolve in water in oceans. Essentially, carbonates were precipitated, and this was a sediment that was formed. Now, I've got these two reasons here, photosynthesis and sedimentary rocks, and at the bottom, fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are formed from the remains of dead animals and plants and are classed as coal, oil, and gas. They are carbon-containing and are another reason why carbon dioxide levels ultimately decreased over that long period of time. So, in this episode, we looked at oxygen and carbon dioxide, and we discussed why their levels have changed so much over the course of the life of the Earth. We also took an opportunity to go outside and see some of this happening in action. Please make sure you download the notes below and watch the rest of the videos in this series. Thank you so much for watching. I've been James Boyce.